Yo, what up guys, it's your boy GFX, and we're back in Minecraft, and I have actually streamed twice, and I don't know if all of you guys got to see all the new stuff that I built, but I'll show you guys exactly what I've done. We've been having some fun in the stream, and I made this room right here with those two cool little paintings, and it's like a little nice little room with that, and if you look down there, I filled up the pool. So we can head down there. And how have you guys been doing? Shout out to all the mothers out there, all the MILFs. Happy Mother's Day. And I made a beach house over here. So I've got beds right here for, you know, all the lovely mothers right here. Because I'm raping your spawn like I'm raping your mom. I don't think I'm going to rape any moms today because it's Mother's Day. But at least not ones that are not unwilling ones. I'll rape those people tomorrow. But yeah, I basically just built out this pool house for my awesome pool, and go downstairs. Can check out some of the lavas that I have down here. It's not totally flat, but it is what it is. It doesn't work like water, like it doesn't have that thing where you could where you oh goddamn girl, you got a fat ass. Oh, I was just looking upskirt on a cow. You got the udder for the mudder. Or you got the udder for the butter. So Deluxe would say. But yeah, that's basically what I've been working on. As far as, you know, the stream, I got to talk a lot about a whole plethora of, it turned into a Q&A session, which I kind of appreciate that. And I was having, you know, I had fun doing it. What was I going to do? I think I was gonna build some steps and stuff somewhere. But yeah, how have y'all been? Hey y'all, how y'all doing? We got to talk about some certain things, and also I'm not gonna talk to you guys about Modern Warfare 2 in a Minecraft video. I already talked about it enough, so it is all good. And I think I need to build something, a way to get up here. Maybe like on the side or something, or I don't know, do something cool out here. I saw this guy sent me a file that he made his own like GFXLab world. He put together all kinds of buildings, and he made it look really cool. He had, you know, all these steps going up the sides and whatnot. And also another thing is I found out how to fish, so that's been pretty awesome. I'm trying to think of what else I want to do in this. I mean, to this house is, you know, I'm just gonna actually build more and probably do work. But also wanted to talk about some things, like I want to talk about my mom. Oh, I know what I wanted to make. I wanted to make a I don't know where to get clay though. I'm trying to think, because I want to make some hold on, let me see how much this. That's gunpowder. Where do you get clay from? I think clay is kind of rare. I wanted to get some clay so I could make some bricks. That would be pretty awesome. Let's see, what do I got here? Obsidian? No, I don't need obsidian. Let's say I should probably just go mine. Well, I have plenty of that's what I want, is cobblestone. Let me see here. What do we got here? Do I have like cobblestone for days? No, I don't. Let me go upstairs and check in the furnace. But yeah, I was laughing my ass off. I'm still laughing my ass off about the guys that were making fun of me about Minecraft. Let's see here. I mean, who talks shit about someone's Minecraft game? Oh my god, the kitties on YouTube. Let me see. Oh, that doesn't have any coal, but I have coal for days. Don't need to be going out and getting coal. I'll put half of this in here. I know you can do like you can use lava instead, which is kind of cool, but it's not my thing. I think I'm gonna I think I'm going to close this off. So, I mean, I think this will look better if I close it up. Well, I can't really close it off. Well, I can. Yeah, why not? Let me see here. Do I have stone? I can use that. But I kind of don't. It'd be cool to use glass, but I don't have enough. Let me go upstairs and go to bed. Well, oh, they have beds down here. Oh, it is nighttime, isn't it? Well, it's getting nighttime. There we go. Sleep in the beach house tonight. I'm not playing on hard or anything, so it's not gonna be crazy. Maybe I could talk about my mother. My mom, she came from a really poor family. And yeah, I'm gonna mine some cobblestone. Talk to you guys about, you know, my parents or whatever. But my mom, she came from a really poor household. She actually lived. I mean, she literally like lived in like in a hut. And my dad came from a pretty like. My dad came from a farm. I talked to you guys about my grandpa last time. My grandpa, he's just been doing farming all his life. His house was, he made his house. He made pretty much everything he did. Like everything he lived with, like everything he worked with, it was all made from himself. Like he made his house, he made, the well and everything. But that's just how they did it back then. That's just how they used to live back in the day when you lived like a farmer. And, that's pretty cool. But my mom, she lived in a really poor household. And her grandma was, she had to live with her grandma because her mom abandoned her, I guess. And, my mom always talks about it. She doesn't really like, I don't think she realizes how sad it really is or how sad it really was, being, because she grew up, that's just how things were for her. But I remember one time my mom was telling me about how, basically my grandma left my mom just basically at home, and she had like a piece of this, because they used to have tortillas, but they wouldn't make them fresh because tortillas, they would last a little longer and they would be crunchy. So I mean, what you think of the tortillas you think of maybe from Taco Bell or whatever, those tortillas are actually are like fresh tortillas. They're not what tortillas would be if you were living in a house like my mom, or when she was a little girl. But I remember my mom said she was crying for a long time, and my grandma basically told her to get out of the house and go outside and cry. And so my mom was crying outside. I don't remember what. I think it was because she got in a fight with her sister, and I remember my mom talking about this one piece of tortilla that was like all like that I guess my grandma left outside for her to eat or whatever in case she got hungry, because she was outside for a long time because my grandma didn't want my mom back in the house for a while. And I remember my mom said there was this dog there, and this dog, he wasn't their house dog. He wasn't like the dog that, lives. He wasn't a dog that basically, it's not like a house dog or like a pet or anything. It was just a dog that was around in the neighborhood, and he basically took care of my mom for the couple hours or whatever. Like, she's a little kid, and she wasn't out there for days or anything, but she was out there, and my mom gave the dog, a little bit of tortilla, and they like shared this moment there. And I always like to think, like, every time I'm in a bad spot, there always seems to be a dog there too. I don't know what it is. Maybe I think that, when I talked to you guys a little bit about how I think everyone's sort of connected, I think we're connected to not only each other as human beings, but I also think we're connected to just things in life. I mean, I think if we pay attention to things a little more, and I think if we actually were to not just keep ourselves in our minds so much, we might actually notice some coincidences that happen. And there's a lot of coincidences that happen on a daily basis. And I like to think that, you know, that we're all connected, not in an intellectual sort of way, but in a way that, you know, in a way that that maybe we've forgotten about. We might be connected in a way, in some sort of like, I don't want to say there's no I hate using the word spiritual, like, but I'm talking about in a way that we can't logically, we can't think about in our mind, like we wouldn't be able to voice it out using our intelligence, using our logic, but rather a way that is just inherent. Like I said before, there's the knowing and there's knowledge, and there's a difference between knowledge and there's a difference between, you know, data and information. So I'd like to think that there's something that we don't know about. Like, it's kind of like when you're trying to imagine you were trying to describe what seeing is to a blind man, or maybe you're trying to describe life without water to a fish. Well, not without water, but I mean outside of water, like life. I think that's kind of something that I've been thinking about, is like, what is that connection? And even if I figured it out, maybe that's like the thing I'm losing out in life or whatever. Oh, and I'm trying to get out. There we go. And I've been thinking about this for a really long time. Like, what does it have to do with dogs? Because I've had dreams too, where, you know, I've been in bad situations, and it might be laggy now, but I've been in bad situations in my dreams, and there's been like dogs. So there's this symbolism of dogs, and, you know, just in my, I guess, in my mind. But for some reason, just dogs come up for some. I don't know why it's dogs, but that just happens to be what goes on. So I think animals as well are connected with us, as, you know, connected with us as being other creatures from Earth. So I wonder what it would be like if there were aliens. Are we connected to aliens as well? Like, if there is a connection, would it just be a universal existence sort of thing, where people, you know, exist, and maybe it's just there's a universal medium. I know, and I also know that there's foreign objects out there that obviously can't form with us. Like, maybe there's creatures out there that live on antimatter or something. I don't know. You never know. I don't know. I just think about these things randomly, because I guess it's a way for me to escape, you know, just everyday grind of like trying to pay bills and, you know, just being me in general. I mean, it's not easy being GFXLab. I'm just playing. But I need to build another. I'm gonna build another room, maybe, or no, I wanted to close this off, right? So I think I'm gonna build like just a wall that goes all the way up, so that way I don't have trouble going up and down this thing, or I don't ever fall. But then again, I want to be able to drop into my pool, so maybe it's just on this side. But I kind of like how this. I'm so indecisive about these things. I could also build more into this place, or into this spot right here. And I could also start building over there. I could probably clear out all that area and just live in there. But I kind of like how organic that looks, like how it's kind of like against that wall, but it's not. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. Yeah, let's go up here, start building again. I think I'll you know what? I think this is pretty good space to stop. You know, I usually like to make like 20-30 minute long ones, but I know some of you guys can't watch that much. It's a lot. So for now, I guess this is it, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful Mother's Day. I hope you tell your mothers that, you know, that they're awesome, and appreciate your family for, you know, for being there, and appreciate yourself as well. So I hope you guys have an epic day, and peace out. God damn, girl, you got a fat ass.